So this is a story I'm working on right now. This will be dropped at a later date. Syracuse Flyers coach Adrian Autry, right there. But I'm just gonna briefly look at another story real quick and just see if I can find some connections. I see Shakira down here. Daniel Jones looks like he's signed a new contract. Nothing major going on, it looks like. NFL news, a thin quarterback market. This dude's heading to Baltimore right here. This dude's headed to Baltimore. There's that 112 Janae Schneider mentioned, which is the I forgot his name, the BlackRock guy. His birthday. There's that 112. Remember, Chicago Bulls equals 112. Baltimore Ravens, Trey Hendrickson heading to Baltimore, 4-year, 112 milli. So that's so what is that? 112. So that's 56 million for 2 years. So 28 mil a year roughly. Trey Hendrickson. And I'm going to, do I have it? No, I don't have another calculator up. Let me get another calculator up. Let's get some quick connections and get another quick video in here. Why not? Sound good? Good. Okay, so I'm entering his name right now. Look, he's got that Michael Jordan Look at that. He's got the 217, which is Michael Jordan's birthday. You see that? Damn, man, what's with all the Jordan energy? Look at 217 and Jordan's birthday. His tab's already up. And that's the Jordan birthday, 217. Isn't that amazing? It doesn't mean he's connected to this guy like in the headlines. It just means they're connected by the numbers. Look at that. Without even trying, even Bulls has the B like Baltimore. But Michael Jordan, birthday 217, Trey Hendrickson, 217 in the reverse cipher. And again, Chicago Bulls equals 112, and it's $112 million deal. Look, you see that right there? Right? So let's see if we can get a couple of more connections here. So he was on the Bengals. Looks like he was on the Bengals, Cincinnati as well. So I'm going to enter Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens has 66 like Bulls. You see that right there? There's that 83 with Ravens, 38 that hit with Bam Adebayo in the 83 points. Look at Bulls has that 66 right there. Just like Baltimore Ravens and a whole bunch of 66s with this other trending stuff right here. Look at that. Bulls 66, Baltimore Ravens 66. He's coming from the Bengals. Bengals has that 39. We just had March 9th. Remember that? And 60 is like 66. Did I spell Cincinnati right? No. I think it's like, no. Oh, yeah, I think I did get it right. Cincinnati Bengals. Let's see what that connects with other trending stuff that I've been. The Paris Hilton Recovery Fund, 156. Arizona Cardinals, 75 and 105. Kyler Murray, released by the Cardinals. They say he may go to the Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota Viking has the 75. Paris Hilton also has that 156 to connect with the recovery fund that she's setting up, trending. for women of lost businesses to disasters or whatever. And again, Cincinnati Bengals 156. The Syracuse Orange basketball team head coach just got fired, 105. Arizona 105 to connect with that Kyler Murray. Arizona Cardinals 105. Arizona equals 105. And this is the Syracuse coach that got fired, Adrian Autry, 75. So all that stuff trending as Trey Hendrickson, number 91, heads to Baltimore. Let me get his birthday. His birthday is a big deal here. Let's see, Trey. He's got the December 5th birthday, born in 94. So 125. There has been a lot of December birthdays trending lately with news. Daryl Hannah has the December birthday. LeBron James has the December birthday. He just missed a few games due to injury. Daryl Hannah upset about this kind of like a documentary slash film. She's upset how she was portrayed in it about JFK Jr. and him, the late JFK Jr. and his late wife. Britney Spears has the December birthday. Also trending with her DUI. Okay. And, Daryl Hannah, her birthday is one day after Britney Spears. So here's another December birthday right here with Trey Hendrickson. And what day is associated with the article? Let's see. They agreed to a 4-year, $112 million contract. Usually it'll say someone spoke anonymously like Monday. Okay, they're saying Wednesday. So that's today. So today, remember, today's the 11th day of the third month, 113. Michael Jordan equals 113, okay? So how many days after dude's birthday? Let me pull up another date calculator as I have other things I'm working on. So I have two that are already being taken up. So here, as this kind of loads up here, you see the date calculator. These are facts with this calculator, okay? It's going to calculate whatever pops up here no matter when it's entered. These are all facts right here. Here's his birthday. That's his last birthday. Now, he's headed to Baltimore. We find out today, 96 days after his birthday. I can't think of anything major other than I know like Lakers equals 96. Right there with a lot of the LeBron stuff going on with him missing the Lakers at least 2 games with the Lakers, and we'll see how many more games he misses there. But let's see. Look at his birthday is the 339th day of the year right there. So that's the 39 again that's been hitting. Remember, I mentioned earlier March 9th was the other day. And Bengals equals 39 right here. So he's headed from the Bengals to the Ravens. Bengals has the 39 right there. And I'll pull up this Tua breakdown right here. So here's another football connection related. And Tua equals 39. Also trending right here. Tua equals 39. You see that? And again, we get news of this deal 2 days after March 9th. So again, dude's birthday, Trey Hendrickson, the 339th day of the year. Look at his birthday leaves 26 days. And we're in the year 26, right? He's got the name Trey, which is kind of like 3, huh? We're in the third month. Here he is right here. He's 31 years old, and today is the 3rd month and the 11th day. So 311. He's age 31. He's born in 94, it looks like. Bengals has the B. Bengals has the B like Baltimore as well. Here he is right here. So let me look a little bit more at the character. I wonder if he's synced up with Trey Young. Let's see. Trey Young. Rayford, Trey Young. You know what? Trey Young is on the Wizards. And that's the team that Bam Adebayo scored his 83 points against. Right? And that's trending right now. We just did the live stream. So Trey Young is a member of the Wizards. Okay? And Bam Adebayo just had the 83 points, second most all time, passing Kobe against the Wizards. So you get that Trey connection, and that's basketball right there related to Michael Jordan. September 19 birthday, I see. So that's a nice connection right there as well. Trey Hendrickson. I'm going to try to read a little bit about him and just see if there's anything else, and maybe I'll look at the article again. So he's a defensive end for the Bengals, okay? Maybe I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. He played college football for the Florida Atlantic Owls and was selected by the New Orleans Saints. And look, he was even selected in the 3rd round. Check this out. So he was selected in the 3rd round, and his name is Trey, which is like 3. And we're in the 3rd month as we find out that he joins the Ravens. How about that? It might as well have been a $113 million deal, because that would have synced up perfectly with today's date, right? But that's still close. Okay, 112. The next higher number would be 113. Let me look at his Wikipedia. December 5th birthday, 125. So here's his Wikipedia. Look at that creepy photo right there. All right. Signed with the Bengals in 2021. Won the 2024 Deacon Jones Award after leading the NFL in sacks. 6'4", 265. This guy right here. Saints. And he does have the 91 on his jersey. So let's go back over here, and after seeing what after some of these extra numbers that we caught, there's that Chicago Bulls 112 to go with the contract. And again, Trey Hendrickson 217, which is Michael Jordan's birthday right there. Hold on. Baltimore Ravens equals 96. And this is 96 days after his birthday. I missed that earlier. Check that out. Wow, his birthday has 62 and 26 numerology. Jordan equals 26 and 62. Check that out. And Bam Adebayo passes Kobe on the 2nd all-time points in a game. Bryant has that 26 as well. But let's go back over here. Wow, and look at this. Remember, Lakers equals 96? And, that Kobe was a member of the Lakers when he had his 81 points. That was in 2006. Now we're in the year 26. But look at this. 96 days is the same as 13 weeks, 5 days. Kobe Bryant equals 135. Or it's Kobe Bean Bryant. Kobe Bean Bryant has the 135, and there's the 81, and then he had 81 points in a game. So check that out. So Baltimore Ravens equals 96. Trey Hendrickson headed to the Baltimore Ravens. We get news of it 96 days after his birthday. And that 62-26 with Jordan. Jordan equals 26 and 62 right there. Lakers equals 42 as you're looking at the numerology here. And remember, his birthday left 26 days in the year, his last birthday. Wow. Trey. And he's synced up with the 3 as well. Bulls equals 33. You see right there. So there may be some more. Bulls has the 69, which is 96 reversed. Also, so there's just a few numbers right there that I'm just kind of scanning. But there's no Cincinnati Bengals 303 like 33. So a lot of 369 we've been seeing lately. And as you're looking there, you can kind of notice some of them as well. So what I'm going to do now is head to the article. The Ravens backed out of a blockbuster trade for star edge rusher Max Crosby late Tuesday, so I better pull him up. Here's Max Crosby right here. Look, his birthday is one day before Kobe Bryant. And he's age 28, birthday the 22nd day of the 8th month, 228 like 28. Look, birthday's one day before Kobe Bryant with this guy. And you got that Raider connection, the Raiders. Look at that tattoo on his neck. Check that out. Raiders are associated with Los Angeles. They used to be, the Los Angeles Raiders, Oakland Raiders. Now they're in Vegas. You get the Kobe connection. Even the girlfriend of Ian Huntley just died, the child murderer. His girlfriend's name was like Maxine or whatever. Something like that. So that's trending. Right? And didn't Myles Garrett, isn't he going to another team? And he's the Kobe lookalike as well. So that's another football connection with Kobe Bryant. Also, and Max Crosby right here. Let's go. Let's pull him up. Here he is again right here. Oh, you see him. He's got the name Crosby. That makes me think of Sidney Crosby. So the Ravens pulled out of a deal to get Max Crosby, but that makes me think of Sidney Crosby. You see the hockey player, 8/7 birthday, born in 87. Look at Kyler Murray's birthday. It's the same birthday, 8/7, and he's trending because he may go to the Minnesota Vikings. So all of this stuff is with the language, okay? Right? So I just kind of scroll down and just kind of see if anything else lands. Wow, this dude has 81 sacks in 9 seasons. All of these stories are connected. Look at that. And I just told you Kobe Bryant equals 81, and Bam Adebayo just passed Kobe's record for 81 points. Kobe Bean Bryant. Look, 81. Kobe Bean Bryant records. His record. The video I just dropped, the live stream. Okay, the 83-point script. Bam Adebayo passes Kobe. Second all time. Okay, it's not going to get a lot of views. Look, 3 views 3 hours ago. You see that? Check that out. So now we have a football story, and I showed you in that decode a lot of the football connections. Look, now we get 81 sacks in 9 seasons. Check that out. See that right there? With Trey Hendrickson, right? So all of these stories are connected. That would suck if the mic wasn't on. It's on. Okay, now I'm speaking about Lamar Jackson. Look at the 260 mil, like 26 right there. Talking about Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. He's got 2 years remaining on his 5-year, $260 million. Look at that, 260 like 26, and they just signed Trey Hendrickson. His birthday leaves 26 days. All right, see that? Easy money. So I'll leave it at that. That's another OTF. There's probably more going on here that I'm missing. Okay, if you have anything to add, let me know. Star edge rusher Trey Hendrickson heading to Baltimore. And that was 28 milli a year, right? That was 28 mil a year. So, there may be some 28s that were lost in there. I don't know if it's exactly per year. There may be more 1 year, less another, but 4-year, $112 million deal, 112, trending on 113. A source, AP source says, on the fly. Until next time.